concern to context urban run flow and flooding risk Abidjan in the short video in situation in flooding in Abidjan. Donc, in West Africa, the intensification of extreme rainflow combined to rapid inundation and the urbanization significantly increase the risk of flooding in metropolis. And the situation in Abidjan is grow so improvisatory saturation of drain line and the lack of local hydrologic data and resolution on topographic data limits in implementing of classifier. And study area in 2 watersheds in the study and the bassin du Gourou and the bassin de la Riviera Palmeraie. And the situation of number of flood events to 2005 and 2023 in all situation in addition in the bassin. The month distribution of flood in Abidjan. In the month of June is in the high shed pluviometry peak and annually. A situation of literature view and challenge concern to urban flooding, a growing challenge in West Africa. Expanding city show rapid impermeabilization, destruction of infiltration zone, for example in Abidjan. And analyze Christian and all in analyzing run flow for floundries in Abidjan between 2014 and 2021. Donc, some major flooding happening in the short raining season, a significant rainflow deficit during in main season. And scientific zero and man-scientific limitation. I say a lack of reliable hydrometric data to calibrate and insufficiency in the resolution them in occurrential model urban and alteration of run flow, paved roads and the canal. Et puis on difficulty in detecting flooding in density urban area. Problem statement and scientific position. In my study, and represent the spatial distribution of urban rainflow potential and integrate a spectral indices from imagery satellite and analyze the temporal variation in curve number to indicate rainflow to detect impaired view surface dynamic and generate a rainflow potential in the spatial gradient of curve number variation. A data for your study in the image Landsat and Sentinel and a soil tip map provided to FAO. And for processing to analyze in Google Earth Engine with JavaScript program. And present to image, to raw image and Sentinel-2 and Landsat 7 for Abidjan zone. Methodology applied in the classification supervised and the random forest algorithm and used 6 native spectral band and 5 spectral indices to improve classification accuracy. And training manually digital for 4 classes in return. Also, training and validation and random forest classification performance in the 2 two approach and restitution and stratify with balancing sampling. Concern to performance assessments in return confusion matrix and all indicators, a global metric and kappa and complementary objective to LC to serve a dynamic of time to 2002 vs 2024 and watershed. The second method in method to step method to estimate curve number and spatial over of data set and used to two image with a hydrologic soil and define a four-group and curve number assignment and combine it with match with a curve number value to standard table and generate of curve number by watershed and computing to curve number gradient. And compare to land use and soil to obtain a curve number value. A summary methodology of study and classification algorithm trace and spectral indices and calculate to value a curve number value and to obtain to risk prioritization. Concern to results, I say to map to land use to that and 2002 in left and 2024 in right. I see evolution of a four class in the increased. A concern to evolution of surface area by class and watershed. I see the evolution urban area and vegetation in progressed significatively of 2002 and 2004, and the value is impression. Always evolution of surface area and see two graphs to evolution of class in the watershed, urban and vegetation is significant transformation. Concern to performance indicator of land use. I see to confusion matrix value in perfect, and I say facility a diagnostic dominance, and the matrix confirm a reliable, well separated in the class. Concern to global metric and percent metric, I see to a perfect value to separate it in the class and principal to urban and vegetation. I obtain to good value to validate a classification of method in random forest. I study also a contribution of spectral band and indice in supervised classification. I see to free spectral indice, DVI, NDVI, and SHAVI to help to separate class with subtle difference. And NDVI texture has low impact, but at the spatial detail. Donc, I think to combine to bond to indice in classification occurrence. Ça va être a good application. For sentinel image, I see usually to spectral indice toujours NDVI and SAVI, play a strong support role. a total contribution of indice of 40% for major asset for occurrence. To consent to spectral indice and 5 indice return, I see to evaluation and all indice in the image of Landsat to see to the peak for one indice. For spectral variation, indice variation in the image in Sentinel, I see to distribution and all indices of 4 indices to left to distribution and bassin du Gourou and bassin de la Palmeraie. Summary of spectral indice analysis. To see the three spectral indices reveal significant difference between Gourou and Bonhoummet. Concern to Sentinel 2024, NDVI and Chavy value, a clean decline in modal value to compare especially the Gourou where NDVI peak. Concern to Landsat image, I see to Chavy show similar pattern and center and confirm reduction in vegetation and infiltration in Gourou concept. Consent to Runoff indicator curve number and temporally evaluation in a value and curve number in the map and the 2 bassins. I see to impressional evaluation to bassin de Bonhoummet in a value to extreme in the image and Sentinel 24. Donc, I return to clear increase in CN value of time and low curve number area 69 and 79 and visible discrete in favor of impermeable class. This indicates a high run flow risk and high float as a consent to evolution of curve number in the all class and value curve number. I say at the same time lower curve number are strongly decline, especially in Bonhoummet, where the drops for over 16% in 2002 to under 15% in 2024. Consent to definitive application in evolution of curve number gradient to permit to identify a potential run flow. I constate to evaluation in the class of gradient in the curve number. To map in the right, I see bassin du Gourou and bassin de la Palmeraie in evaluation in impermeabilization area.
4 minutes.
4 minutes, d'accord, merci. Donc, concern to spatial evolution of gradient, identify potential run flow zone. To return to critical class emerged for the first time in 2024, concentrate in newly urbanized zone and transit area near remain vegetation. And it's enabled the identification of the most vulnerability anthropized hydrological units. Consent to the perspective on a study and the extract and the anthropozyte hydrologic network in the modify to represent to natural draining and modify to a step will rely on direction and flow accumulation to represent a reality urban topography and a delineate of realist watershed consider an anthropozyte hydrological unit. And last step in analyze the connectivity between UHA to identify flow continuity and to integrate approach and to general spatial prioritization of flow risk. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you.
Ouais.